Yep, so pretty stoked. You can see what I have here, the Feiyu-Tech AK2000S. It's the long weekend, so I got some time off in the afternoon to do some filming. Don't know whether you can hear me. I'm using my GoPro Hero 7 without a microphone, so hopefully you can hear me. But so far I've been pretty impressed with this. You can see the biggest thing here on this Panasonic G9 with the Feiyu-Tech AK2000S is that there are no wires attached. How awesome is that? No hassle of any of the cables. I'm wirelessly connected in between my gimbal and my Panasonic G9, and I can use all the buttons and everything works. So that's something new, because the Weebill S and the DJI Ronin SC, you do need the cables for it to have connectivity between the camera and the gimbal. But for this AK2000S, there is no cables. You can connect wirelessly to Sony's, Canon's, and Panasonic. So we're gonna do some testing out on this Chinese New Year Eve here in Singapore. So let's go.
So here's a quick look at how to access your menu settings on your Panasonic G9 to connect to your Feiyu-Tech AK2000S.
Low shots. One thing really nice is that once you connect it to your camera, you can actually switch in between photos and videos by a touch of a button. This middle button here is for recording, and this is navigate in between the different settings. Okay, so stabilization looks really good. The touchscreen looks really good. The handling is a bit slippery because there's no threads. Wireless connectivity, the touchscreen, the stabilization. Everything so far looks pretty good. For the stabilization, I am testing it out for the first time, so we're gonna put it on a computer and see how it actually looks like. But to me, it doesn't seem to have that wobble. A lot of the gimbals have the wobble, that wobbly thing going on, like the Chain Weebill S. And mounting the camera is pretty easy as well. The only issue is that you can see on the front that lens support is actually not directly underneath the lens, so that's because of the Arca switch plate. If you are using bigger cameras like this, fitting that lens support underneath the lens would be some sort of an issue. In terms of weight, it is probably the same weight as the Weebill S and the Ronin SC, but because the handles don't have that threaded grip, after a while of filming, it does hurt the hand a little bit more than the other two gimbals. So that's my view on this Feiyu-Tech AK2000 Plus after using it for about 15 minutes. Your hand does seem to get a little bit more tired faster than on the other gimbals. Okay, so this will be pan and tilt mode. It will actually follow whatever direction that you go in. Normally I would just film in pan mode. It doesn't tilt, but this is one of the modes. So there are basically 5 modes available.
So let's take a look at the 5 modes available: lock, pan, pan and tilt, all follow, and on the next page is the Inception Mode, which is to do 360 barrel rolls. One thing pretty cool is that you can either choose 1 times 360 barrel or do an infinite barrel roll, whichever suits your filming.
Yep, so this is lock mode. You can see I'm turning my gimbal, but it's locked. So this would be good for following and a specific item. You can move however you want around, and it just locks onto the person or the object that you're filming. So this will be lock mode. So this is all follow mode. So it just follows. It's something like the Weebill S's POV mode, point of view mode. So whatever you're looking at, whether you're looking up, or looking down, or left, or right, of your hip tilts, So, yep, all follow mode is something like the POV mode. Okay, so for selfie mode, basically you can either tap on the LCD screen selfie mode, or you can triple tap the trigger button to go into selfie mode. And if you want to go back to normal mode, just double tap the trigger button. Dawson. So one thing cool about the Arca Swiss plate is that they have a screw over here which you just need to undo, and then this actually opens up. You can even do it with one hand like how I'm doing it right now. And then you just slot it back and remove the camera. So that's pretty easy to do.